Ejeye bedu NPP Youth Wing and Juma Modi answer so say ye ni abre ko #Yɛn Suro Ahunahuna demonstration omodi answer so our petition Inspector General of Police Christian Tete Yehuno saso no meko pie mu ewo Jubilee House adanya omodi petition asese so ewo ho mu metumebo na madwudwom. Kindly subscribe to Trends GH on YouTube, Facebook and TikTok bibia Trends GH and NPP Youth Wing, led by the National Youth Organizer, Salam Mustafa, I know the demonstration of Modi Asasuno and Yasam Ketwa, or Massimo Mokeni in say, since His Excellency Danado Dankwa Ekufu Ghana man Peninda da, or handy over power, Emma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, 7th January 2025, police, BNI, any state institutions, together with NDC Abang, Tata, or more NPP for, and protest we are Modi Asasuno no muchemwa we a march against state-sponsored harassment and abuse of power. I know the hashtag of Modi Appeal say #Yɛn Suro Ahunahuna demonstration. No mom copy mo demonstration as the Busanya Sam Ketwa Esewoni and Sawakatre. Impo NPP foot soldiers no nkonyo mu yi ohono. Sani omu twetwum wo Mochimonka highway no do no.
I don't need the age more. I see them. I'm going to say about 5 city, 12 city, 15. What's here? This one, you know, man, I got to be a fight. And this is the one you
You don't have a reason for joining the demonstration.
I don't hear.
You don't have a reason for joining the demonstration.
Demonstration, yeah, I'm buy a man to say you may demonstration. I'm see a man minty. You want to know more the end and no more. You know that you are more demonstration. So I'll be saying, you know, they back.
Baby, I'm a woman in the dozo. So we got some woman. I've not got to go to say you woman. Mama, go to want to say you woman. Now, tell you, Ghana,
the movement. Why intimidation tactics? Yes. They are resisting oppressors.
We will not allow the police, we will not allow the government to intimidate us. We voted for the government to bring us jobs. We are looking for the 3 shifts. We are looking for 1 job. What we are saying is that we will not allow the government to intimidate us.
NPP National Youth Wing executives ebuso mu chem say afiance omo betin to sukoko atre His Excellency John Dramani Mahama naban any hafi security institutions na mesi Miracles Abuaje Nanabi Sammy Awuku NPP 3rd National Vice Chairman Masawudu Nwabogumbe and a parliament Yanko.
They arrested our chairman Untumi. They arrested Abronya just because Abronya criticized the IGP and said he is corrupt. You see, there's a good reason why, as a country, they repeal the Criminal Library Act so that the citizens can be guaranteed their freedom of expression as expressed in our constitution.
Deliberate government harassment. Even if somebody else on the side of the law or somebody commits a crime in their speech, there are processes. And these processes do not include long overdue keeping in custody. It doesn't include raiding people's homes in the middle of the night. It doesn't include deliberately jumping around the issues and being seen to deliberately punishing the people using the law. It doesn't include it. We are making an appeal to the government. I have always insisted that the police service is one of the most professional bodies we can find in this country. But the problem is with the political interference. Because ultimately the head of the police service is an appointee of the political class. And that is where the challenge comes from. All these policemen you see here, these are very well-trained professionals. They are not the problem. The problem is the government. The problem is the politicians.
This protest is against the deliberate weaponization of state institutions, especially the security agencies, to harass members of the opposition party. Now, the selective justice is becoming worrying. The unwarranted arrest for expression of views, regardless of how harsh it is becoming too much. What the youth wing is seeking to achieve is to signal President Mahama that you are the president of the land. You have been elected to defend Ghana's democracy. The level at which our democracy is descending is worrying, is going down. The fact that there is a change in government does not mean that you weaponize state institutions.
Injustice anywhere is threat to justice everywhere. The selective application of the rule of law and the laws of our country is sickening. You will have a vice chairman of a ruling party making incendiary comments and attacks and also threatening bodily harm and elimination of opposition figures. He's called over a tea or coffee and granted bail. Then you have a regional chairman of the opposition party makes comment, the police finds it offensive and finds it difficult to stomach. The person is put behind bars, the person is given draconian bail conditions. Then you have a trial judge that will tell you that in the animal farm book, not all animals are equal. That is the kind of situation that we face. I'm happy that today the NPP young folks and the young people in our party, they have risen to the occasion and are also clear in their mind that they will resist oppressors' rule, speak against injustice, and also speak against the harassment, the intimidation, and the deliberate gagging of opposition activists. This we will not allow.
Are you not able to distinguish between the two? That, for one instance, the Ghana Police Service gave the person bail, and for that, the person went to court, and the court decided to remand the person.
The prosecution is definitely the police and that of the Attorney General's office. And clearly they were acting in concert with the police in this matter. If you listen to some of the comments that comes from the ruling party supporters, the offensive comments, the misconduct, the police sometimes turn a blind eye onto it. And for me, what I find outrageous is the fact that the rule of law is deliberately being selectively applied. And that is not good for our democracy. And I urge the NPP young people, the NPP youth, that today we begin another long walk to freedom. And this we will not stop. And we will back party leadership and get together amongst ourselves and challenge any decision that we believe is inconsistent with the rule of law and the constitution of our country.
Or the police officers have forgotten. We are in democratic system, and in democratic state, citizen is allowed to speak freely without fearing any intimidation or any violence. So the right to demonstrate is one key right, principal right for a citizen. If you see us here, we are not going to agitate or we are not going to demonstrate by beating someone or causing fear and panic or chaos. We are demonstrating by the right that has given us in the Constitution. And we are telling Ghanaians, as Ghanaians can see it clear, when the NPP members, they are Ghanaians, when they do something, the law deal with them severely. But when the other side, the government side, when the NPC did something, the law slipped on his right hand side. So why is it that? You can see it clearly. One of our regional chairman, aka Abunya. What did this guy say? Just a mere offense, misdemeanor. When a lawyer describes something misdemeanor, you and I know what misdemeanor. That is the least offense in all offenses. But what do we see? It has been taken this Black Maria. The police and the BNI use Black Maria to apprehend Abunya.
Ampaniampa, Omukopiem police headquarters, National Youth Organizer for the NPP, Salam Mustafa, or Petition, IGP Christian Tete Yehuno says sa ehunahuna omode sha so omo aka kide buso omo ne nje ho na Sania Salam Mustafa wato ne bo no de odwudwa brofum wo ho pa ene Sania other executives omo bo omo tinko no aswala pa.
We would have been happy if the IGP were here in person to receive the petition himself. However, we are optimistic that, and so would the message be transmitted to him. We have a petition for the IGP of the Republic of Ghana. As you're all aware, about 2 weeks ago, we announced that we will be having a protest against the Ghana police alongside other security agencies in the country and also the presidency of the Republic of Ghana. We have grievances that we want to put before you, the security agencies of this country, and also the government. We have concerns that one, there is selective application of the law in this country, which does not augur well for the building of a thriving and vibrant democracy. The new Patriotic Party handed over power to the National Democratic Congress on the 7th of January 2025 after a peaceful election and a peaceful transfer of power. However, afterwards, we have seen a pattern of harassment in the form of arrest of NPP people. In the petition, we have mentioned a number of people that the police and other security agencies have arrested for relatively unjustifiable reasons. I can mention but a few that of Adenta Kumi, Mohammed Amadou Sakor, who only made a Facebook post, and because of that he was taken into custody. I can mention Okatachie Afifa Mensa, who was also bundled by security forces after he had finished writing an exam and taken into custody. IGP, I can also mention Gordon Asare Bediakun, a journalist who was picked up for essentially no reason. Worst of all, we saw the police on a raid of a young man, Sir Obama. And IGP, it was sad to see that a heavily built man broke down the door of a very young man with his family without the decency of a knock and an invitation. We think that this is sordid to the democracy that we have. Also, young people were picked up because of conversation on TikTok. IGP, young people find avenues to vent out one, either their spleen or to have entertainment. We are in the new age of new media. We want to put before you that the high-handedness with which you handle these cases is very terrible. The selective application of the law has become flagrant that everybody under the sun, even beyond the sun, can see that when NDC people do wrong, you don't treat them the same way you treat NPP people. IGP, before you is a petition signed by the judge of the new Patriotic Party, threats on the life of the minority leader, Apenyo Markin, my boss here, the national organizer, Nanabi, and the minority chief whip, Honorable Adodombre. Nothing has happened to Wahab, who is the constituency communication officer in Ibakwano. IG, also, we saw Chairman Azoka live video during the Apetia by-election assaulting our national chairman. Mr. IGP, with all all due respect, we saw a statement that Chairman Azoka had arrested and granted bail. Immediately that release came, Chairman Azoka released a video sitting at his base in Tamale, where I come from, and laughing. Obviously, laughing at the police, exposing you. Mr. IGP, I know you. I got to know you somewhere 2011 when Young Patriots, which I was a member, were going to organize the first demonstration when the NPP was in opposition. You were then the regional commander here in Greater Accra, so I know you. A fine police officer. Unfortunately, IG, we think you are going to dent your career, and if you don't watch it, if you allow politics to get into your work, you will live with a very bad legacy. I'm sure when we mention IGP Alassane, we can credit something to him. When we mention IGP Dampari, we can see the transformation he has brought to the police service. IGP Christian Tete Yehonu, what legacy would you leave? We have demands that one, the police service henceforth desist from the Rambo style arrest. It doesn't augur well for our democracy. The Rambo style arrest is putting the lives of people in danger. And I will tell you one thing, that you have caused our regional in Bono Ibrahim the life of his brother when police officers broke into his house and shot his brother right in front of them. They were not too sure whether these were police people or bandits. Police service, you are supposed to protect us, not hurt us, humanize us, and not destroy us. Therefore, on behalf of the party, we are presenting this petition to you. But please, kindly send this to IG and send him the best of our regards. And that as much as we wish him well, if he doesn't sit up, he will leave as a very terrible IG. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So after NPP Youth Wing petition on model share, so our police headquarters no almost answer copy mu our Jubilee House. I am ready petition on model comma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no. Eyadia Deputy Chief of Staff Alex Segbefia or no Nebusia Obeji petition on behalf of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
So you say Mahama in opposition, then he talk plain thing.
Yeah, he talk plain.
It means say in opposition, talk is cheaper now.
You know, we say talk is cheap. If you don't have strategy, you go there like fly. Everything go there talk. But when you come power, but if they're here before, he say he's a change man, but he's a worst man. Mama, when it comes to inconsistency, he is very constant in inconsistencies. When Mama tell you something, it means they go do you what? Everything Mama say, Japa. Right now, be mini idea. Everything Mama talk, he do. You dey carry Japa. Right now, say mini idea. You get me? So what they happen? What they happen? How say we dey Ghana, DSTV, where it be for high class people? That be where Okujato, the guy where they work, then you do like Balu one bust.
Sound George.
Oh, Okujato say so many things about Galamsey. Today, you go take people, you take money from American government, you know if you talk the truth. Just somebody go talk, he said they go conference, no tape. Sam George, DSTV. How are you following something that is luxury and you are leaving data? The data is what you should work on for everybody should benefit. That one everybody is using. You have shut down wound to me. So when NPP comes, when we go after Wezo and we go after TV3, what will you say?
So with this demonstration, what be the NPP youth? What do you want to achieve with this?
If somebody commits crime,
what you
go
want
through the process.
Yeah.
But the catching of these TikTokers and things will not change anything. When they don't know, they don't know. Yes, arrest them, but go through the process. Let's have a law. We forget laws where people go know say, as I talk, your freedom, where my freedom begins, your one of the begin for there. If I talk something where they violate your rights, it's against the law. That one there we not agree. But the way things are going, mature.
So NPP and then Yɛn Suro Ahunahuna demonstration on modern sales on Busia. A police for I omobo omoho ban ye pa say demonstration no e course peacefully. And yadia obibia no ho e touch ma e wo demonstration no ase. E busia kire wa dwemame wo comment section ho na share video we ma afoforo so say kebi. Madawase Sabrina bring na over Trans GH for your latest update. Macron. Adia ba kwa won't me fan to chacha eye asase. Na eba no asase ho nsam so dia company ba kwa me recommend ya ma eye Landkin Company Limited. Eba no asase ho nsam de ebusua omo ye legit. No man so twi bia enya ade a land guard issues bia no ewo ho. Enupo no Landkin Company Limited ebusua enya asase pe e no moton afi so no eba no cadastral site plan any afi building plan almost also facilitate title certificate any of a building permit ho SNSM Unity Landkin Company Limited omo en America recommend ya ma eba no asase ho sam so pa de atesa na meka ye na ebusua mini wo kesei asase bebre na no ewo ho ne de omo ton na yade a ne bo no so de ewo fom omo wo asase ne bi opoku ase afie man a eno 70 feet by 100 feet almost also ewo 70 feet by 50 feet sa so na ebusua okopie mu ewo amasaman ene asalaja almost also asase atele mu atele chese no de so wide bag tre 70 by 100 feet ewo ho mu sa so na almost also 50 by 100 feet and so ewo ho eniti masrawa sa obefre Landkin Company Limited then de woni omo atwetwe nkomo asase no de bebre wo ho eno de mansotwe bia eni omo office ewo poku ase he ya eniti masrawa sa obefre omo na woni omo entwetwe nkomo eba no nsuo ene electricity ho sansam so dia woni problem for Landkin Company Limited no mo mpe asase a ehu ni asem bia ema wo